I just went like, fuck it, I'm gonna cook. I've been a chef for 17 years now. See chefs and they go eat in this place and they tag it, you know. I was like, oh, where's this restaurant?
I have so many places, Mark, that you have shared. I don't know if many people know already that you are going to open your own place.
What led me to where I am now and to have decided to start cooking professionally is...
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Perceptions of Purpose. Today I'm talking with Carlos, or better known as CADU.
CADU, yeah.
Yep. He is an experienced chef here in Madrid at Gota.
Yeah.
And yeah, welcome. It's so
Thank
nice
you.
to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to finally do this.
Yeah. It's like almost 4 years in the making when I first mentioned it.
That
as
much?
like, I was still back in the coffee shop.
Yeah. I remember when you first approached me with the idea. Yeah. It's nice to finally do this. Yeah.
Developing.
Yeah.
So as I always do, I want to get into it like softly, like where are you from and like how long have you been a chef?
I've been a chef for 17 years now. So, yeah, it's pretty much half of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite something. Yeah. And how do you feel about that?
Actually, I realized this like not very long ago.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, dude, it's like half of my life already. And from now on, it's going to be like I've been cooking more than I've been not cooking.
Okay. Yeah.
Like from, you know?
Exponentially.
Yeah. So it's a curious thing, you know, like a curious data, you know, for myself.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Not necessarily bad.
No.
But, you know.
But time went by quickly, no? It's not like you feel like it's
exactly.
dragged along. So, yeah. And do you think that like the way that you grew up or like the experiences in general that you had like in those early ages then, because if you've been a chef for this long, like what is it that pushed you or led you to work in hospitality?
I think that what led me to where I am now and to have decided to start cooking professionally is a love for restaurants since I was like very young, you know, because like my family has not, like we were not that like foodie family, you know.
Okay.
It's like my family always liked food and we appreciated like well prepared stuff, but we are not going to the best restaurants or like very like high end cooking. You know?
Yeah, anything like Michelin star or whatever.
No, like we like my parents or my family didn't even know what it was, you know.
Okay.
And but at the same time, we always hanged out in restaurants, you know.
What kind of restaurants?
Pretty much most of them were Italian.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Italian, Brazilian, you know. And like the environment of the restaurant, I think it's what drew me in, you know. Because I have memories of going with my parents to this restaurant, and it's like I was too little to sit on the chair and reach the table.
Okay.
So the manager, the maitre d', what he used to do is like grab a phone book and put on the chair, and I was like I was supposed like to sit on the phone list of the city, and then I could reach the table. Yeah. And for me at that time, that was like the coolest thing ever, you know. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, feeling seen as well, and like just like someone making the effort for you to be able to reach that height. Or
no, it's not that fact exactly, you know, but like the whole setup, the whole environment of the restaurant, like it was buzzy. It was like, for example, sitting on a book. I was like, I could never have thought of that, you know. And I was like, oh, dude, this is like it's so cool. It's so different from my house, you know.
Yeah. Something special.
Yeah, exactly. For me, it was like the feeling of it being like a special occasion or being in a place where like cool things go on. You know?
And you would go to the same restaurants repetitively, or would you go to new ones all the time?
We would repeat more restaurants than try new ones.
Yeah.
But there's always like every now and then it was always like a new restaurant. Like, let's try this and let's, you know.
Yeah, no, but I actually meant like, because if you repeat the same restaurant more times, like you already know like the servers more, or when you walk in, you get this like familiarity.
Yeah.
Which is also nice, no? Like personally,
Yeah,
that's something I enjoy very much in restaurants or any kind of like service place. Yeah. But do you remember when you first like thought of like, okay, maybe I want to be a chef or I want to like work in this environment? Like, have you thought about being something else before?
Actually, like during most of my younghood, you know, like I could never have thought that I would become a chef. You know, in my mind, I always liked food. I always liked restaurants, but you know, like I always thought I would be like in like international trading.
Okay.
You know?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what my dad did, and in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. You know?
Yeah.
It's like I always liked like learning new languages and stuff like that. And I was like, so I'm perfect for it. You know?
I mean, would have been an option.
Yeah, always thought I would be like a businessman. You know? Yeah.
I mean, you kind of are.
I'm becoming it. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like a simple decision, like not simple, but like a how do I say it? Like a very spontaneous decision that I took that completely changed my whole life.
Wow. And somehow intuitive, or?
Yeah, or maybe you know, maybe like a little bit in the rush of the moment.
Okay.
You know, and was like a risky bet.
Okay.
But it came out fine.
And like, what was the decision? Like, go to culinary school?
Yeah, go to culinary school. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long is that? Like, how?
I was 17 at the time. So yeah, like in Brazil, I don't know how it's in here in
the world,
in the rest of the world, but I think it's pretty much the same. Like in Brazil, when you end high school, which is like the mandatory education, you need to apply for different universities.
Okay.
You know, not that you need, but
you can,
and it's what most people do. You know.
Yeah.
So I applied for the international trading.
Okay.
University, and then like I was talking to a friend, and she told me like, CADU, like why don't you try like cooking school, because you like cooking at home, and it's a career that it's been like on the rise, and it's like getting, you know, like trendy.
Smart friend.
Yeah. Why don't you give it a try? You know. And I could actually. I haven't thought of that. You know, like I haven't considered it a possibility. You know.
Okay.
And then I did. I was like, oh, it's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, why don't I try it? You know. And I applied for the cooking school, and then I got approved at both.
Okay.
At the day of my birthday, actually. Yeah. And I was like, wow, what do I do? You know. And I was faced with these two decisions. They were so different from each other.
Wow. No, and very like definitive. I mean, even if you chose the other one, you could have still been a chef, or the other way around, right? But
exactly.
How did you choose?
I just went like, fuck it, I'm gonna cook.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try it, you know. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the first place where you cooked at that you felt like really accomplished as a chef, right?
As a chef, or do you mean like as a chef later on, or like my first sensation of, oh, this is what I'm gonna do?
Maybe let's go with that one, actually. Yeah, this is what you want to do.
I think it was my first job ever when I was 17. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the same year, you know, like it was a stage actually. It's not a proper job, but because in cooking school in Brazil, in the first year you gotta start staging, you know.
Okay.
You gotta start like having a professional experience, you know.
Okay, so you work like 3 months at a place, and then.
Yeah, exactly. And then my first job, I got into this restaurant, and I loved it. You know, I loved the daily routine and the pace of it. You know, it was so different from what I've ever seen, you know.
But still enjoyable.
No, super enjoyable.
Yeah. But how was it different? Like you were not having many routines usually, or like school was not so.
No, it's a different routine, you know. Like I've never stepped into a professional kitchen before, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So everything was so different, you know.
And like the first time, then like what I originally meant is like when you felt like really in flow with your work and like the thing that you're doing is like leading you somewhere you wanted to go.
I think it was a little bit later on, still in São Paulo. When I started like working in different restaurants, learning a little bit like more of a different style of cooking with different concepts of projects, you know. I started seeing like friends of mine. They were working in different restaurants, more like a high-end cuisine. And I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool, you know. Like I'm gonna check this out. And I was very interested in food and cooking and chefs and like references, like who's the coolest guy now, like who's, you know. And I remember one day I went to a bookstore and I found these cookbooks that and I brought home. Like I didn't know what they were. They were like from two different restaurants, but I didn't know them.
Okay.
And I bought them because they looked cool, you know. And I went home and I was like, start reading them. I was like, oh fuck, this is what I want to do, you know.
Like another world behind the thing that you already knew, but like widened.
Yeah. And it gave me that day. It gave me like a sense of direction into what type of cuisine I would like to work in, you know.
Which is
more of a high end, more of a I don't know how to call it. Like I don't want to say fine dining.
Yeah, but like for the sake of understanding,
yeah, for the sake of labeling it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, you know. And that's when I decided, like, so if I want to dedicate myself to this type of cooking and restaurants, I need to get out of the country, you know. Like I need to see what these guys are doing, because they were all from like either England or Northern Europe, you know. So it's like I need to find a way to get a job in those type of restaurants.
And then so you worked somewhere in Northern Europe?
No. I never actually managed to go to the UK or Northern Europe, but because I always had at the same time, I always had this very tight relation to Italy.
Okay.
You know, because of my family and the way I was raised. So for me, that was the obvious
choice. So you went to Italy.
Yeah.
Okay, but Italy has like a really big culinary heritage.
Yeah, huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like when you went, or in general still today, when you want to go to a restaurant, like what are the things that you pay attention to that would make you choose the restaurant? Like literally from looking on Google Maps and like seeing the photos or the atmosphere, or is it like blogs or people that recommend it to you?
I think it nowadays is more of a recommendation of friends and colleagues, you know?
Yeah.
Because you know that your friends or your colleagues know what you would like. So if they recommend you something, you're probably going to like it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But pretty much Instagram, like I see chefs and they go eat in this place and they tag it, you know. I was like, oh, where's this restaurant?
I have so many places, Mark, that you have shared, like from London and stuff, where I'm like, okay, if I go, you know, I already have some stuff.
You know, that's what I do, you know. Like I see someone at a random city in the world, and I was like, oh, where's that? And then I'll check it out and I'll save it on Google Maps, and that's it, you know. Like, oh, so. Every time if any time by any chance I go to that city, I know where to go.
You already have something at least to, And maybe in Madrid, like, do you have a favorite place here that comes to mind now?
Restaurant? I don't know. Madrid has always been like a tricky place.
Yeah.
To define like your favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
I think maybe now, maybe might be La Buena Vida.
Okay. I don't know it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very close to Gotha.
Okay.
It's owned by this couple. They're like a little bit older than us. They've been working for maybe, I don't know, maybe 20 something years, like maybe 30, I don't know. They've been open.
Wow.
And always like being this low profile restaurant.
Okay.
But
like hidden gem-ish, no?
Yeah, maybe not hidden gem, because if they've been open for 30 years, like they have like their clientele pretty much established, you know.
Yeah.
But not in the mainstream.
You know? Yeah. The people that know to go, and like they always will have this recommendation base. But,
yeah. It's because what I like the most is like the style of cooking of the chef. Like he's in the kitchen and she's in front of house and taking care of the wines, and it's like the style of cooking of his is so delicate and so elegant, you know.
Okay.
With very little basic ingredients, but very high quality. You know?
I mean, that's like a little bit of your style as far as I can tell, right? Like having good ingredients and like very much like I remember butter being a big thing.
Yeah, butter's the big thing.
Butter is beurre.
Beurre. It's a big thing.
Yeah. And but like leading up to a little bit the news that you have going to open your own place.
I think it's the news are starting to get around, you know, but we haven't like I haven't told that much people, you know.
How much can you tell us?
I can tell you everything.
Tell me everything.
So later last year, like but around like October, November, I decided, like I took the decision to make the next step and open my own restaurant, you know. Because it's this year it's been 3 years since we opened Gotha. 4 years since the previous Gotha. The one in the back of
Speak easy almost.
Yeah. Like I like to call it like a beta mode, you know.
A beta mode. Yeah. It's like a trial phase, and then it
exactly.
moved.
You know? So it's been like 3 years since the official, let's say, like the independent Gotha, and I'm super happy with the project, you know. Like I'm so proud of it, you know. So proud of what all of us have done, you know, and have conquered and have realized, you know, like materialized. I think Gotha started as this very ambitious project, and we managed to get where we wanted, you know.
I mean, it's always about like aiming high and then like assessing to like surroundings as well, right? And I think it's still like one of the higher standard restaurants in my eyes. Like I'm not that deep into the whole restaurant scene, but I know that Gotha is always spoken very highly of, you know.
Yeah, well, thank you. I didn't know that, you know. But that was our ambition, you know.
Yeah.
And like, anyways, so proud of it, and so happy of the opportunity that I got to be part of it. You know, like that someone opened the door for you. You know.
Yeah.
And like three years on, I think it's time to start something new. You know.
Yeah. Spread your wings in a different way.
Exactly. You know, because Gotha, it's a wine bar. You know, we serve food, but it's a wine bar.
Yeah, the focus is the wine.
Yeah. And we are pretty much sealed. Like the ceiling is not very high. Food wise, you know, because we always have to adapt ourselves to our reality of a wine bar and of what people might want when they go out to a wine bar and not a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is a different kind of challenge as well.
Yeah, exactly. I have never worked in a bar before. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like my first business be a concept that I've never worked in. It was different, but I think we managed. You know. So but now like. Now that I'm not there every day anymore, I start getting like, you know, like maybe like itchy. I want to do something. I want to do a restaurant. You know, like what's next? You know?
Especially when the challenge becomes like routinary, just because you adapt to the things that you had to focus more energy to in the beginning. Obviously, with time, you have more and more like mind space to get this itch. And be like, okay, maybe I need a new challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly my point. You know. So I started looking for possibilities, you know? And a lot of them showed up, and I was like, oh man, what do I do? You know.
Yeah.
And then like, I almost did something outside of Madrid. I almost left Madrid.
Wow. Okay.
But at the last time, it fell through, and I was like, "Oh, fuck, man."
The universe, like, nope.
Yeah, exactly. Not this time, you know.
Not this time.
But and then I was like, "Oh, maybe I should just stay in Madrid. Let's look for something here, you know." And then I had this idea, you know, and I adapt this idea that I had to the reality of Madrid. And I started to work in it and developing it according to the reality that I was gonna face, you know.
Okay, which is, for example, like
high prices, high investment, independent investment. So
like,
that's money. Basically money.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like the limit of many like great projects in some ways, you know, because like it can be a limitation if you don't plan it right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then like that's it. And then I started like to shape the project a little bit, you know. And when I was like happy with what I was making, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna start. Like, I need to start to look for a business partner, you know. And I would start talking to people, and actually, not many things, like not many interesting propositions came.
Okay.
Then I had this friend I was gonna do it with, and at the last time he was like, "Ah, man, dude, no, sorry, not the right time." And then I spoke to Bruno, and he was like, "Oh man, I want to do this. I want to go back to Madrid. I want to take my my project to Madrid, but I don't want to do it alone."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, I have this idea," and he was like, why don't we do it?" And it was actually his proposition, you know.
Cool. How organic then?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You know, like I think it was about to find the right person at the right time. And
you did?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to find it. Yeah.
Cool. And like, what is the concept? Like, in what direction do you want to go? Is it something like more Nordic? What's usually your style, or
food-wise, you mean? What I want to do is it's gonna be like a set menu only.
Okay.
Place. But I want it to be very, very cheap.
Okay. Like a closed menu, like 5 courses for
Yeah, it's going to be 6 courses.
6, okay.
But I want it to be as cheap as we can possibly afford.
Okay.
It's like I'm thinking of, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this at this time, because I have a lot of things to handle before thinking about the menu pricing.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want it to be as close as I can to 50 euros.
Okay. That would be very affordable for 6 courses.
Because for me, it's super important. It's for me, it's maybe the whole core of the project is it's affordable.
Yeah, but still interesting.
Of course, interesting.
No, I mean, of course, but yeah, duh.
Because I want it to be like a high-end project, a high-end concept, but affordable. You know, and I was like, for me, that was a must.
Okay.
And I was like, how am I going to do it? You know, because prices are so high. They've been like rising like crazy.
Yeah.
Every month things get more expensive than they were. And I was like, how am I going to do it? You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to cook vegetables. You know, I'm going to focus on vegetables, you know?
You're going to do vegetables?
Yeah.
No meat?
No, it's there's going to be meat.
Okay.
I don't want it to be a vegetarian restaurant.
Yeah.
Because I'm not vegetarian, so it'll be nothing natural about me cooking vegetarian food.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
It's going to be maybe 90% vegetarian. I want it, like, if we're talking 6 courses, it's going to be maybe one of them is going to have like a piece of protein on the plate, and maybe another one is going to be like a derived it's like a not a byproduct, but
a derivative.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
Okay.
Of meat, like a broth or a sauce, or you know.
Yeah, or a component, like a smaller component.
Exactly.
Like if you were to, I mean, I'm saying ensaladilla rusa to say something, but like that it would have the tuna, but it's not like the main part.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's what I have in mind.
And like ambience wise,
it's gonna be pretty much a reflection of what I like of a restaurant.
Okay.
You know, my girlfriend is doing the project, and for now, I think that I have to thank you officially for introducing us. Yeah, because if it wasn't for you, we never met probably. So thank you, Claire.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
No, but how great that she's doing that. I think it's such a perfect, especially because she will understand the idea. Like there's no one who could understand the idea as well.
Exactly. And I feel so lucky that she's the one doing it. And like we've become like this very good partnership, not only like personally in our love life, but working together. I think we clicked a lot, like in a very good way and a very efficient way.
Yeah.
So it's a very dynamic.
Like complementing things and like hitting like brainstorming issue or
And she understood the idea so fast. And I actually didn't have to explain her anything. She was like, I know exactly what you want, and let's do it. And she started like showing me, I'm thinking this. Or for this area, I'm thinking we're gonna do like this, and I was like, oh fuck, that's exactly what I wanted, you know.
No, and that's the beauty of someone that's a professional in that they are able to show you the reference that you had in mind that you may not have found or been able to describe that way either.
Exactly, like she brought references that I didn't even know I had in my mind.
Yeah.
But when I saw it, I was like, that's exactly it, you know?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very, very happy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna see what it turns out in November.
November-ish. Yeah. So, but like the looks of it, it's gonna be like a lot of natural light.
Okay.
So the place is a corner, you know, like it's a 3-street corner.
Nice.
And we're doing like windows on every wall.
Wow.
Like huge windows. And there's going to be a lot of natural light, which for me is super important in a restaurant.
100%.
And it's like a lot of wood, marble, and...
Sorry, light wood or dark one?
No, light one.
Light.
Light one, yeah. And a contrast between those like really warm materials, you know, cool. That I think is very representative of what I like in a restaurant, you know.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so excited
I'm very excited as well
to eventually see it, especially because it's been such a thing that I always saw you do. Like obviously you have had your influences in Gotha, but like it's not the same way in making the decisions as when you make it fully your own project. Right?
Exactly. You know, like Gotha is a partnership, so we always have to reach a final decision between the three of us, you know. So sometimes you might not you might not be able to do exactly what he wanted, because you need to reach like this agreement.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily a bad thing.
No,
It's
not at all.
Just different. But
And it can help in many situations
Yeah.
as well to not just be like, woo.
yeah, but when you do something your own, it's like it's your decision. You don't have to run through anyone.
Yeah.
You know.
And so considering like August, September, like the next 4 months, but it's been already like all year, right? In planning and like construction-ish and...
So we're in July now. So we started construction in May,
Okay.
and it's gonna be ready by November.
And so what does a usual week for you look like now, considering you do like still work at Gotha and
Yeah.
you have to organize all of this, like just an average-ish week?
Yeah. So these 2 months I've been working more than normal at Gotha, because one of our chefs is in Cadaqués doing our residency there, and the other one, it's recovering from a knee surgery.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm covering almost 2 chefs now.
Okay.
And so my daily routine basically is like, during the morning I go to the construction site, I go to the restaurant, I check if everything's okay, if the guys need anything, and I always like to take a look at what's going on, you
Yeah.
know, and see it taking shape, which I think it's a beautiful thing as well.
100%.
And then I go back home. I work a little bit on the computer. I refresh, like I work on the business project, the like Excel sheets,
Yeah.
and
The less fun stuff,
Yeah,
I guess, in
yeah.
some way.
then I have lunch, and then I go to Gotha to work.
Okay.
So it's like a full day.
And you would wake up at like 7, 8, 9?
Around 8.
Around
Yeah,
8. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a long day then, no?
It's a very long day. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Then I leave Gotha around 12-ish. Go home, have something to eat, and
Wind down and
Yeah.
do it all over again.
exactly.
And how do you keep track of all of the to-dos you have? Like, do you have like a long list somewhere? Do you do it digitally or?
Like a to-do list, like a workflow thing, I tend to do it more digitally than on pen and paper.
Okay.
Because I think it's more dynamic, you know.
Yeah.
Like I open the calendar and I
Tick it off.
add things, and I put the alert, like, let me know a day before that tomorrow I have this, and that's it. That's how I organize myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And you think you're like, do you feel like overwhelmed, I'd say, maybe like sometimes by the amounts of things you have on the plate, or is it going?
Sometimes, but not very crazy, you know.
No.
No, so
Perfect.
manageable.
Yeah.
Manageable.
I mean, it's been a long time coming in some way, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like
Yeah.
I'm a professional by now.
Yeah. And when I get overwhelmed, I was like, I always tend to think that it's a good sign,
Yeah.
because it's happening.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So take a deep breath and, okay, let's prioritize things, and
And look at it in one by one.
yeah,
Totally.
exactly.
And for like dishes, or like the development of dishes and like the ideation of dishes, like, do you have any specific process?
Do you mean how I come up with an idea, or how do I realize this idea? 'Cause for me, there's two very different stages.
Okay, so maybe how you come up with an idea then?
I think that an idea can come out of nowhere. You know, you cannot expect the idea to come. You just have to have your eyes. Oh, sorry. You just have to have your eyes open to it. You know.
Yeah.
Because an idea might come out of anywhere, anytime.
I have ideas so often just before falling asleep, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
And I will write it down, you know, because you think you'll remember, you won't.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, I don't know, maybe you go out on a trip and you see an ingredient that this is interesting. And I don't know, maybe you go out to eat at a restaurant and you see that the chef at this place do scallops with, I don't know, cauliflower, and you have never thought of that. And I was like, oh, this is so genius, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, and then, like when you see the idea, I think it's that when creativity clicks in, you know? Because you're not gonna copy. Like, for example, in the restaurant example that I just said, you're not gonna copy the dish.
No.
You're gonna make it your own.
Yeah.
But by making your own, you're applying creativity, you know? And for me, creativity is like a flash that comes through my head and triggers a lot of stuff that might be the accumulation of my previous experiences, you know? And it happens really, really fast.
Yeah. But it's the only person that can put the dots together in that way through that moment with the example of the scallop is you. You're gonna be like, wow, but I could like do the cauliflower in a different way, or I could use a different ingredient.
Exactly.
And yeah.
You know, then for me that's the definition of creativity, you know. And from that point on, you have the idea, and you start like applying your creative process to it. You start developing the idea, you know. So then you have the inspiration, and then you had the idea, and then you start like shaping it to your reality, you know, or give it I don't know, give it the direction you want. And that's how I work.
And so how would that process work then? Like, let's assume you've had the idea, because you said you have two very different approaches to the question I had. So like now we have the idea, like how is the development going? So
that when I have the idea like already established, or like a general idea, you know, I like to grab a pen and paper, and then I can only work with pen and paper. I cannot organize my idea with in the computer.
No.
For me, it just doesn't work.
Okay.
And then I write it down, and then I start to like nail it and start to shape it to what I want and to my reality. I think that's a very important part, you know, because maybe I have this crazy idea, but it can never work in my reality.
Okay.
You know?
Why?
So, for example, let's take Gotha, for example. You know, we are very limited in some aspects in the kitchen. So I might have a crazy idea for a sauce, and a sauce that's gonna take us 5 days to make. Like, is this the reality of Gotha? Can we do it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So maybe I change it a little bit then. You know, and that's what I meant. Like, I start to shape it to my reality.
Yeah. Yeah. When you say my reality, you mean like the conditions that you have to fulfill in some sense, right? Like
exactly.
What herramientas, like what tools do you have, and what, like, does it fit the concept or not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And for example, ideas for the new restaurant, they're gonna be very different from ideas that I have for Gotha, you know, because not necessarily better or worse, just different.
Yeah.
Because they're both very different realities of concepts, of infrastructure, and what customers want from out of it, you know.
Of course. No, but yeah, that's the whole point of the concept one develops, like, and the differentiation point of like, why do you go to one place and not another? Not because you can never go to both, but like,
exactly,
one will be a decision today and the other one will be a decision tomorrow.
Exactly.
You already touched, like, I feel similar. I have some things that need to be pen and paper.
Yeah.
But like, I also love to organize ideas on the computer. Some things just make more sense, especially because you can move things around or erase a bit easier, no? Then on paper it becomes messy. But to like build like a small bridge to AI, and how like it's just in everybody's mouth these days, how do you think it's gonna affect like maybe the creativity of chefs as well, you know, because you can get inspiration, you can talk to it and like develop ideas with it, but also like in the kitchen itself, like taking over? Or
I'm pretty much like I encourage the use of AI, but I think like in my experience, the inspiration wise, it doesn't work
Okay.
for me. Eh?
Yeah.
Like I don't use AI as a source of inspiration.
Okay.
I use it as a tool to give me answers of doubts that I have. Then they are almost every time they are like scientific in nature.
Okay.
You know, it's like, for example, I'm trying to make a vinegar and it's not fermenting.
Huh.
I was like, I ask AI, like, because, you know, like previous to AI, I had these questions and they were pretty much harder to get an answer on the internet.
Yeah.
Because if you put on Google, it's like, my vinegar is not fermenting, why is that happening? You're gonna get a shit ton of random shit, you know?
And you don't even know if it's the truth.
Exactly. But the same thing happens in AI as well.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think it's important to double check,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Because I don't take it for granted, you know. That's the absolute truth. I don't bite into that.
Yeah, but it's great to give you like these like pushing the edge of like what you thought may be the problem and giving you an idea on where to start tackling it. Maybe he's not giving you like the true answer.
No, but it's so much more dynamic than a normal search in Google.
Yeah.
That it's like you get to the answer or you nail it down way faster.
Yeah.
And that's the nice part of it, you know. And I think it's a fantastic tool. Yeah.
And do you think like AI and like potentially maybe even like robots will replace a lot of work in the kitchen? I mean, we already use a lot of tools in kitchen, robots like the KitchenAid and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But for someone to do very repetitive work that is not necessary to be done by a person, do you think it will come?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
I think it's the natural course of it. Yeah.
And how do you feel about it?
If the result is good, why not?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it doesn't really matter who cut the cucumber.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how the cucumber needs to be cut and how it needs to be handled, right? But
You know?
the steps that can be automized.
Yeah, I think they should be, you know?
Yeah.
I think we should make our lives easier and faster and, you know, like more...
And it just gives room for you to have more time to develop further the idea because someone else is doing the tedious work that you don't necessarily need to do in that case, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And did you ever have a mentor, like in the kitchen or outside, like in terms of like direction or help or maybe mentally or just for the job itself?
Yes. I think I have like thinking now, so I had 3 mentors in my life. You know, one of them is my mom.
Okay.
I consider her like a mentor.
Yeah. No, me too.
she's the one who raised me and educated me, you know, and taught me a lot of values that I have, and values that I brought on to my whole life, you know, either professionally or personally. And the other one is maybe Mariangela, the chef that I work for in Italy. And she reminded me a lot of my mom as well.
Okay.
It's like very similar personalities.
Okay.
And she taught me so much in a very short time, but I learned so much from that woman.
Wow.
And I consider her like one of my mentors. And she's the one that actually shaped my career to what I am now. Like, she's the one who, it's like, no, you're going to go this way.
Yeah.
And she didn't even know it, you know?
Okay. Yeah, but, and also the connection, if you say, is such a similar personality to someone you already learned a lot from and you respect a lot, it's easier to be open to whatever they're going to teach you.
Yeah.
And to like go in the like, I mean, eventually you always choose the direction you will choose, but it's like a push in a direction that you already were going for anyway, and they felt it.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe. And the other one is another chef that I worked for right after I came back from Italy, Gabriel, and he's like a genius chef.
Yeah.
Genius chef. Very, very hot temper.
Okay.
A very difficult personality to deal with daily, but fuck me, that guy is so fucking good, you know. And he taught me so much. It's like about standards and taste and technique and perfecting the technique and the beauty of perfecting the technique, you know, and finding beauty in those things, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it. I think that those are my three mentors. Yeah.
And there's no way you would have learned the amount of things, whether it's like practical knowledge or theoretical knowledge, on your own without the input of others, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No, I think gastronomy you have to do it. If you read a cookbook, you're not going to be able to understand it if you don't do it.
No.
And it's a daily thing, you know. It's a repetitive job.
No, it ends up being similar, I guess, in any area of life. Like, you can ideate on something for as long as you want. If you don't put it into practice, you won't see if it works, and you won't see if you like it.
Exactly.
And like the repetition just makes perfect.
Yeah.
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 And what's
That's it.
what's an environment in which you work the best? Like, is it quiet, or is it messy, or
It depends on what my work is at the moment. For example, bringing back the distillation of the idea that I was talking before. I need to have like a calm and chill environment.
Yeah.
You know, it's like so I can write, so I can draw, I can, you know, like erase, and I can mark it and then write it again, and you know, I need like quiet, so my head can work in a fast paced and like freely, you know, can run freely.
Yeah, to be focused actually,
Yeah,
right? And not
yeah.
get distracted and pulled out of it and then back again. And would you say it's the same for like stress relief or pressure relief? Like, do you have any rituals?
No, I think that's a completely different setup that I need. You know, it's like when I need to write down an idea and develop it, I tend to go to La Venencia during the mornings. It's like they open, I think, at 12:30 or something. Then I go there at 12:30 because there's no one there, and I love the. Then it's like a more of a personal thing, you know. I use it almost like a library.
Okay.
But it's a bar. But you know, like, but like because the smells, and it's so quiet, you know. Reminds me of like my grandma's house.
Okay.
You know, because it's old. It's the smells. They're so strong, but they're nice, and it's dark, and it's like breezy, and it's just quiet. You know, like for me, it's a perfect environment.
Cool.
But when I need to like decompress, I tend to go like bike riding, like cycling, and it's you know.
Yeah.
But it's more of a chaotic environment, you know, the bicycle. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you need to focus on what's happening outside of you because you're moving into a new environment.
Yeah.
Then
And there are things going on at every second, you know, and you need to pay attention to it. But at the same time, it's kind of a meditation process.
Full.
You know?
Love bike riding.
Yeah.
Very much. Or also, I mean, that's not the same, I guess, but it's like high intensity. But like with high intensity, I stay in the same environment, so I don't need to adapt to
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you remember like the most hectic day that you've had, or any like the worst day, and how did you like turn it around for yourself, or maybe not, and would today?
I have the memory of two terrible days. The day that everything goes to shit. One of them was when I was working in Italy, and we were gonna do this wedding.
Okay.
And it was gonna be in a castle nearby, and everything was so pretty, so romantic, so like, you know,
Imponente.
like imponente. And we started working that day at maybe like 6:30 a.m. We went to the restaurant. We started like finishing mise en place and loading the truck that we were gonna drive to this castle, and we got to this place and we unloaded everything, and the kitchen was shit.
No.
It was like dirty as fuck. Like it was like abandoned. You know?
Oh no.
So this part of the castle that no one took care of. You know. Oh. And we settled the kitchen in that area, and it was like fucking nasty. And we started working, and we didn't stop. We didn't eat anything on that day, because we didn't have time. We were so much in the shit, and like we got caught by surprise, because we were not, like, I realize now that we were not ready, you know, or we left maybe we left too many things to finish, like right before the event. Mm-hmm. So if like one little thing didn't go well, it started like to snowball into this fucking mess. And the menu was so fucking complicated. It was like 150 people, and each dish had like 5 different components, and fuck, it was terrible. It was terrible. I think that was the day that I worked the most, because I remember we got back to the restaurant to unload everything at 3 a.m. So we were working from 6:30 until 3 without eating anything, and just like working non-stop, and it's like things just like spiraling into shit. And that was one day. It was a terrible day.
Wow. And how, like, but do you remember how you went home that day? Like, how did you, like, do you have any memory of that?
Yeah, I remember us unloading the truck in the restaurant in like 3 a.m. and then just walking to our house, the house that we lived in. And it's just like, fuck me, man.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck did just happen? Mm-hmm. And then on the next day, everyone arrived late at the restaurant, because we were just like fucking broke.
No, man, I just worked, I don't know, like 30 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah. And the other day we had to work, you know, like just a little normal day, you know. That was a very hard day. And the other day was at Gotha. I think maybe 2 to maybe 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. No, maybe 2 years ago. I was gonna do this event in Amsterdam.
Okay.
We're gonna cook with the guys from Binnenvisser, and so I was there with Fede, because we were gonna like represent Gotha, and we're gonna cook this dinner. Mm-hmm. But Gotha here in Madrid was open.
Okay.
And it was like a very difficult summer. A lot of people have left the kitchen, because they were gonna do, like, one of them went to maybe, I don't know, Sweden or something, and do like, I'm gonna work there for a month, and the other one, I'm gonna go back to my country. And it's like we were like with no personnel in the kitchen almost, and we had like this new hire, and we just have hired another guy. Like he's been working like maybe a week, and I told him, I'm going to do this event in Amsterdam. Oh, okay. So I reduced the menu at Gotha, because they were very junior, you know,
to make it easier for them.
Yeah, exactly. And this was just what made sense, you know. And I was doing the event, and the day before I was doing mise en place, and one of the guys told me, "Oh, I'm leaving CADU. I'm not staying anymore." And the guy who he just hired like a week ago, you know, and I was like, dude, why, you know? And he's starting telling me like these excuses, and that he was not well psychologically. And I was like, okay, dude, it's like, if you need help, I can help you, but please just understand my situation as well, because if you leave, you're gonna leave one person in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And one person in the kitchen cannot handle everything.
Yeah.
So can you please just like wait until I get back?
Yeah.
Because I'm coming back in 2 days.
Yeah.
So can you wait 2 days? And then we talk calmly as we should, you know? And it's like, yeah, okay, CADU, I'm gonna help you, you know? Like, so thank you so much, and like, don't worry, we're gonna solve this, you know? Mm-hmm. And later on that same day, he told me, no, I'm not coming back. I'm not working today. I'm leaving. And I was like, dude. It's like, what? It's like, what, man? It's like, are you really doing this to me, you know?
Yeah. No, and it's like I mean, it's complicated because everyone has their things, right? Like, but it's just a thing of teamwork and like relying on someone and like understanding the responsibility.
Yeah, yeah. I think that part he didn't get.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, we managed, and like we solved the problem. I spoke to the guy who stayed, and I was like, dude, this just happened. Don't worry about it. If you like, we're gonna do 3 dishes today, and if you feel like you cannot do it, don't worry, don't do it. It's an emergency. I don't want you to feel responsible for anything, just do whatever you can.
All you can do is win, actually.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. You know, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
Because like I wish I could be there, but I'm not. I'm working in another country, so I cannot.
Literally.
I cannot be there. You know. But and then I came back and we talked, and that's it. And the guy had never came.
Never
back.
came back.
No.
I mean, that's how it is sometimes, right?
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I mean, there's some things any of us still have to learn in specific situations, and it can turn out like this. Like we're probably the villain in someone's story.
Of course.
Always, you
Of
know.
course,
But
yeah.
still, definitely sucks.
Yeah, especially being the boss. You know.
Yeah.
You're always gonna be someone's villain, and I'm fine with it. You know.
Yeah.
And we always learn as well. You know.
And in contrast, like what do you think is the thing that has you the most like excited about hospitality? Like what's the thing, or if it's just one, you know, but like if what keeps you in it, what gets you like light up about it?
I think it's the like what excites me the most. It's the how fast the reaction is in hospitality, you know. Maybe either in the kitchen, you can, I don't know, see if something is working or if it's not. It's immediate, you know?
Yeah.
And it also applies to, and I think for me, maybe that's the most rewarding part of my job, is that when you plate a dish and you send it to the customer and you can see the customer taking the first bite and the reaction of that customer. And you know at that time if he liked it or not. And if a dish hits someone in a special way, you can see it.
Yeah.
And that moment for me is very special.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. I mean, it just piques the creativity and like the whole process and like what you put into the idea.
Yeah.
And you get like a visual return on it, which not always happens.
Exactly.
You know? So, and in Gotha is so beautiful because you also like have this like open space, so you can see. Yeah.
Flor is gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the name. I didn't ask the
it's
name.
Gonna be Flor. Yeah, it's gonna
Flor.
be called. Flor.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. So I have like one last question.
Okay.
Which would be if you have any advice to someone that either is considering to become a chef or to like make being a chef like his profession, and like in regards as well to opening your own space, which is like a combination but different points, I guess.
Okay. So for someone that wants to be a chef, I think that before you apply to a cooking school or any type of formal training, or like before you spend money, ask to work in a restaurant and see if that's for you or not. Because cooking school is one thing, and working in a professional kitchen is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
And the reality of it, it's the professional kitchen.
Yeah.
So just ask for a job, you know, and understand that you might not get paid for a while. Yeah. I'm not saying that's right. I don't think it's right, but thankfully it's changing. But in most places, it just hasn't changed yet.
Yeah.
So just have that in mind, Because I don't think people start cooking because it pays well. You know, the payment is terrible. And it's long hours. You're going to work when everyone else is having fun. You're going to have to take all of those things into consideration, because they might seem like silly when you think of them, but when you start living that reality for many, many years, it takes its toll on you, you know?
Holidays, weekends. Like, personally, I've never like really suffered it, because I've never had weekends off, for example. So in my mind, like, the weekend is just any day. Like, it may end up being the weekend, but it's true that like you have times where everyone is doing fun stuff and you're working, but at the same time, I think becoming a chef or working in hospitality as well, like in service or any other position, is such a communal work that like your work also kind of becomes your family. And like, okay, maybe your outside family is having fun, but ideally you have this kind of environment at work as well, which is enjoyable. So you do have that as well as like a pro, you know?
Yeah. It's just like go work somewhere. Like pick a restaurant that you like and go there every day, ask for a job until they give it to you, you know?
Be relentless.
Yeah, there's no other way, you know? And if you like it, then you can apply to a cooking school and, I don't know, start becoming a chef. I think that's what makes more sense in my mind. Yeah. You know?
No, would agree.
And for someone that's opening a restaurant or wants to open a restaurant, I think you need to have a very clear idea of what you want to do, you know? And because if the idea is not clear enough, it's not going to work. And I think you need to, it's like if you have your idea already, you need to judge that idea as much as you can, and ask yourselves like very hard questions, you know? Because then you start defending your own idea to yourself.
Yeah.
And by defending your own idea, you understand where the weak spots are. And now you know where you should work more, you know, to fix.
Yeah.
And just be honest. Like, I don't know, I want to open it's like a cookie shop. Is Madrid a city that consumes cookies? Yeah. Yes, no, I don't know. Then from then on, you start, you know, if not, but I love cookies. Yeah, okay, but.
yeah, it's.
You know, like, it's just, then if you're not going to sell it, your idea doesn't make any sense.
No, and it doesn't make the idea itself less good, but like it needs to be receptive of the market.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, at the end of the day, a restaurant, before being a place that satisfy your personal needs or your ideals or your ego, whatever, it's a business. And if a business doesn't make money,
it's gonna run out.
Everything is lost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Wow, that was a deep last one. Ojo, I have something for you that you don't know about. But it's actually just a game. Okay. So I'm gonna give you professions that have nothing to do with being a chef.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell me which one of the two is more like being a chef, like in all the other aspects.
Fair enough. Okay. Sounds interesting.
Okay. And we're gonna start with between a jazz musician and a paramedic.
I think they are very similar to a kitchen reality.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah. You know, in very different aspects, but I don't know. Wow, it's a hard one. Because I'm like 50-50, you know?
Starting off strong.
I gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one.
Fuck. I'm gonna go with the jazz musician.
Okay. And I have bartender and jazz musician. Sorry, wrong.
That's also hard. I don't know, because like the environment of the bartender is very much similar, because the bartender might be working in a restaurant, and he has his mise en place, has service.
Yep. But the jazz musician is like,
Yeah, it's like performing, you know, which is also a bartender performs as well. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with the bartender then.
yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this really hard for you. I think I picked really well. Bartender and blacksmith.
No, bartender.
Bartender? Okay, bartender and tour guide.
No, bartender.
Bartender. Bartender and circus ringmaster.
Circus ringmaster. What is a circus ringmaster?
Like, I imagine it like the person that stands in the... It's probably completely wrong, you know, but like in a circus, the person that like is the master of the ring where like the whole performance is happening.
Oh.
At least that's how I imagined it.
I like the presenter of the circus.
A little bit, yeah, yeah.
Like the conductor of the whole show. But that kind of depends on the position
The chef has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll keep the bartender.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Bartender and logistics manager.
Ah, that's a good one. Fuck. I think if we're talking about a chef, like someone who's in charge, I think the logistics manager. Yeah.
Logistics manager.
Yeah. And if you're going to talk like more of a chef de partie or a commis, like a cook, maybe the bartender.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, but the other one is like, okay, managing that everyone does what they gotta do, and
exactly.
like we have it all.
Yeah,
and
it's more organizing than performing, you know.
Logistics manager and a mom.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. That's a very hard one. I think I'll go with mom.
Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's a mom too. Yeah. And then like, I think the last ones are all going in a similar direction. It's really hard to like think of these in advance and
I
put
imagine,
them in
like,
a right order.
Like, and maybe no, he's gonna choose this, and then if he choose this, I'm gonna put this. But if he chose, then you don't know what's gonna happen. It's like fuck.
So I still have. I'm just gonna throw the three of that I have left at you. Okay. So we have mom right now.
Yeah.
Then I have the ship captain, a tattoo artist, and an architect.
Fuck. No, very hard ones. Because it's like being a chef is so complex. Because I see similarities in all of them. You know, in different aspects of your job, and I don't know. Maybe like when you're thinking about a menu, maybe more like of a tattoo artist, but when you're applying the menu, you're more like a logistic master, and then maybe something goes wrong. You're a mom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So many positions. Like that's what makes it such a beautiful profession, because it's very versatile.
Yeah, it is. It's very dynamic and very, like, I don't know. You gotta think fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe what were them? Mom,
ship captain, tattoo artist, and architect.
Fuck, those are hard ones. Maybe a ship captain. It's like takes all of them at the same time as well. So
it's like the circus ringmaster, but different.
Yeah, but more like pirate style. Yeah.
I could see that. See. Cool. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
No, this was really fun. I had a really great time.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.